Alright, here we are, an aerial tour of Isla Blanca Park, June the 7th, 2019. We'll start at Sea Ranch. At Sea Ranch before you get to Sea Ranch Marina, before you get to the entrance of Isla Blanca Park. That is the United States Coast Guard station at South Padre Island right there. That's their radio communication tower. You can see their buildings there, and we're getting ready to see the entrance to Isla Blanca right there. You can see some cars coming into the entrance there. We'll go ahead and move the drone forward. They are currently paving the road, so they're finally getting around to paving new asphalt and putting down new asphalt. Finally, it was a lot of potholes. They're doing a lot of improvements on this facility, this park. I think it's about a $22 million improvement. New pavilions, new parking, new facilities, more space for camping, and more travel trailer and RV parking lots or spaces available as well. So lots of improvements here. Here we are coming into the right. Technically right about here you can go left and take the two-way street to Sandpiper Pavilion, but we're going to continue forward down the main street here, heading toward the Cameron County Event Center, or known as the amphitheater for short. On my right, or the right of this video, is the Coast Guard station where you see all the trees to the right. There's a fence there. That's the United States Coast Guard station property. And that's where they keep all the seized pangas and store a lot of other equipment. That's where they also used to store the blimp, but we no longer have the aerostat surveillance blimp. We're coming up on the Cameron County Event Center right in front of you right here. I'll try to pan the drone around. You'll see here in a second. This is basically where they'll have music events and also viewing of the SpaceX. From the jetties, you've got about 5.5 miles to the launch of the SpaceX. So good viewing in this area here or anywhere along the jetty area or even on the beach. You'll have a good view of the rocket launch. I am currently over Dolphin Cove, and you're getting a view to the west, northwest, and you can view the amphitheater there. I'll pull back on the drone and show you the Dolphin Cove area. I'll go ahead and bring the altitude down to about 40 feet. Then I'll come in closer and give you a little bit better view of the amphitheater. As you can see, there are vessels in the background. That's the lower Laguna Madre. And the building behind the event center to the right is, you'll see the Coast Guard station in the background. But this is the amphitheater location. They did complete it, but then they decided to add more seating, so they went back to construction again to add additional seating. We'll pan to the left toward the ship channel, known as Santiago Braga's ship channel, the Brownsville ship channel. You can also see a jackup rig in the background that's coming in from the port of Brownsville heading out to the Gulf of Mexico. Directly in front of you is Barracuda Cove on the other side by Boca Chica. And I'll pan around more to the east and southeast. And that's Boca Chica in the background. That's dead center. You can see the ship channel. You can see the buoy station there that monitors the weather. And you can see Isla Blanca Park right here and the jetties here at Dolphin Cove. Let's move forward. We'll continue on to the roadway and follow it around the park toward the Cristo statue, the jetties, and the jetty parking lot area for the fishermen. We'll also see the bait stand. So coming up here very quickly is the Cristo statue. I'll go ahead and fly fairly close to it. There it is right there. And this is a road that leads to the bait stand, the jetties. Bait stand will be here on your left. There'll also be a bathroom here on your left. Those bathrooms will get removed and they'll use the new facilities. That's the fisherman's parking lot right here. Moving forward in the ship channel, that yellow tower is basically a buoy station that monitors wind speed, water temperature, tides, etc. There's the jetties. There's the Gulf of Mexico. First little parking lot here, we call it the surfer parking lot as well. Real small parking lot where a lot of surfers park, which is right below me. Right about here is the surfer parking lot. And we're getting ready to fly over toward DJ Lerma. This is a DJ Lerma parking lot currently being reworked. They're improving it and adding some brick pavers or pavestone, and the current concrete will remain. To the right of that, along the Gulf, you're going to have a boardwalk that goes between DJI Lerma Pavilion all the way to Sandpiper Pavilion. Right here in front of us, the view that you see here is a side view from the south of DJ Lerma Pavilion, which is currently under construction. It's probably at about 80 to 85% completed. It's getting fairly close. You can see they're putting in the woodwork to put in the Trex wood, which is a synthetic man-made material that looks like wood. This is a view from the east to the west of DJ Lerma Pavilion. Like I said, currently under construction. We will start turning north. There's additional parking there. Overflow parking for DJ. So there's parking to the north, parking to the south. Boardwalk will continue right here. You'll see the frames. These are frames for the umbrellas. You can see these umbrellas over here that are coming up already have the shade already on them. They do have solar panels and LED lights that come on at night. There's a boardwalk here. This is what we call the seconds parking lot. We normally park here, go surfing to the right, which is known as steamers. Pretty good sandbar there, decent surf. So we're continuing on in the parking lot. Directly to the left in front, the greenish color building is the Pan American Coastal Studies Lab. This is the additional parking for Sandpiper Pavilion. Concrete there, you can see will lead up toward the boardwalk. And you can see the beige umbrellas and blue umbrellas leading up to the boardwalk. Like I said, the boardwalk is made out of Trex, and they do have stainless steel cables for the fence, so to speak. At these boardwalks, they do have water stations to rinse off your body, and also water stations to rinse off your feet. Lifeguard station there. This is Cameron County, so they have Cameron County lifeguards. This is the boardwalk. These are set up for handicap access, etc. Like I said, still work in progress. It's pretty much completed, but they're doing final touches. And you can see Sandpiper in the background. The tall building, the tall building that you saw in the background was Sapphire. That's the Coastal Studies Lab right there. I'll give you a view of the parking lot here, looking that's due west, southwest, and now southwest still, and almost due south here. But I'll give you an idea of what the parking lot. There is a turnaround there. The reason they have a turnaround is you can now come into the main entrance to the park and then make an immediate, just past the guard station, you can make an immediate left on a two-way street that will lead towards Sandpiper Pavilion. So that means you don't have to drive all the way around the park to get to Sandpiper. You can cut in this way faster. So that is a new change for the park. Be aware of that. It is a two-way street. That's straight north. Let's move on straight north, give you a view of the beach. You can see the Sapphire building there in the background, the Twin Towers. We'll come up here directly in front of Sandpiper Pavilion, give you a nice view looking toward the west. This facility here has picnic tables, bathrooms, vendor. Right now, currently the only vendor that I saw is a beach umbrella, beach chair vendor. I think they're going to put in a concession stand like the previous pavilions, which had hot dogs, hamburgers, things like that, chips, just simple stuff. Not a full-blown restaurant, but just simple stuff. Here's some additional seating over here in shade. They do have barbecue pits over here that you can use. Those are bolted down to the concrete, and you can use those. The only thing I see negative here is that they do not have indoor showers like they had previously. So please contact Joe Vega, contact your Cameron County commissioners, and ask them to add those showers. I think they really need to have those indoor showers. It's nice to be able to completely shower off, put on dry clothes before you go home. especially if you've got family and kids. And as a surfer, I used to like to go in there, wash off my board, wash off my wetsuit if it was cold, dry off, and then take off. Here's the parking to the west of Sandpiper, a very large parking lot and lots of space. And that's looking straight east at Sandpiper Pavilion. We'll pan or move the drone south to give you a little bit better view. I know it's a long video, but I thought I'd give you guys a nice view of the improvements on Isla Blanca Park, Cameron County, at South Padre Island, Texas. Here's a view of the parking lot at Sandpiper. That's the Coastal Study Labs right there, Pan American Coastal Study Labs. That's a view of the park. I'll go ahead and pan around to the west, give you a full view of the park. We're almost done with the video, guys. Just kind of giving you a full tour of what's currently going on. You can see that jack-up rig in the background coming into the ship channel there, heading out to the Gulf. And that is pretty much it. That is the Chapel by the Sea Church. And I'll fly the drone back to its location where I was parked at. And that's pretty much a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed this video on the updates to Isla Blanca Park. Like I said, contact your Joe Vega or the Cameron County Commissioners if you have any additional suggestions about this park and improvements. Thank you for watching, and aloha to the next time from Tiki Tommy.